What's going on, diamonds and gents? This is Miss Trey That Gem, and you are watching Gem Spot TV. This is about to be a Whitney review of the movie, just what I thought about it, all that good stuff. So Lifetime premiered on last night a movie for Miss Whitney Houston, depicting her relationship with her husband, her ex-husband, because they got a divorce, I'm assuming, before she passed away. Her ex-husband, Bobby Brown. Now, personally, I think the movie should have been called Bobby and Whitney. Let me just go ahead and say it, because it was a movie about Bobby and Whitney. I mean, the only thing I really learned from the movie was Bobby was with her, you know what I'm saying? He had her back. He loved his wife, you know, and she loved him, and she really depended on, you know, him being around as a solid rock for her during their relationship or whatever. And so, you know, that's commendable, you know, or whatever. He knew he gave up on a lot when it came to his career so that he could be there for his wife. And that's commendable. I'm saying though, hey, it is what it is. He did what he had to do. And Whitney wasn't about it's my money or it's my, you know what I'm saying? She was for her man, her husband, okay? So basically, it briefly, first of all, kudos to Angela Bassett. That was an excellent depiction of Whitney. Yaya, I think that's her name. Girlfriend, you played the mess out of Whitney Houston. You went and did your homework. Wendy Williams and the rest of the crew that did Aaliyah's movie, take notes. That's all I got to say. When you cast somebody, make sure they do their homework. She had that girl's voice down. She had her mannerisms down, like how Whitney would talk in regular conversation. She went and got, you know, she engulfed herself in the character. And that's what you need to do. I commend Miss Angela Bassett for not doing her wrong in this biopic. I'm saying you didn't do her wrong. You did her excellent with this. Honestly, like I said, the only thing I think it should have just been called Whitney and Bobby, because it more so talked about her relationship with Bobby. And of course, you know, it showed and showcased her drug use, which everybody know Whitney said crack is whack. So she wasn't doing much crack. She was doing, you know what I'm talking about? She was doing the cane, the booger sugar, okay? She wasn't doing no crack. You know what I'm talking about? She wasn't fooling with the crystals. She was all for the booger sugar. I mean, it's no nice way to put it. Now, what I didn't know is my girl smoked cigarettes, and I didn't know she smoked weed too. Like, with that kind of voice and the way she piped her voice out, and to know that she was a smoker, that is shocking to me. Or whatever. But like Bobby said in the interview afterwards, you know what I'm saying, they both decided to, you know what I'm saying, cut that out. I enjoyed the way that they met, how they talked about how they met. A lot of the costumes, I enjoyed the fact that it actually looked like some of the costumes. The costumes actually looked like some of the clothing that they wore during the time period they was depicting. Bobby was a little high yellow. You know, I like a little chocolate, more chocolate on my Bobby. You know what I'm talking about? Bobby Brown back in the diesel. He used to be naked. Let's just see. All Bobby used to have on was some chain, some big old pants, and some boots, baby. And he used to get it. Every time you see Bobby, Bobby was getting it, Joe. He was getting it. He was giving it to the people. So they had a little too many clothes on Mr. Bobby. had too many clothes on Mr. Bobby. And not just that, but he was, you know, bro, man, you should have went and go got a 10. Because Bobby, chocolate. And the ladies loved all the chocolateness. But one thing I can say, he played the mess out of Bobby. He did make you forget a couple of times that the real Bobby is the real Bobby. The real Bobby is chocolate. He made you forget that. And also, I was shocked to find out that Whitney was the one that started Bobby Brown on the Booger Sugar. I was like shocked, like, what? So Bobby was like the one that just drank, and then here come the, you know, and let's just keep it 100, you know, good habits and bad habits sometimes rub off on couples. Like when, you know, when I got with my husband, I used to be like, I was like a health freak to a point, you know what I'm saying? But then, you know, I was looking at my husband enjoying a piece of pie every now and then. So, you know, sister got every now and then, you know. And then I got to a point where he don't eat breakfast and lunch. So I didn't eat breakfast and lunch. But we ate dinner. And when we ate dinner, we ate dinner. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, bad habits do rub off on couples or whatever. I mean, that's just the reality. This is a harsh reality, but it's the reality. And, yeah. So, Deborah Cox was the one that was singing the songs. And, baby, they ended on my favorite song by Whitney Houston. My favorite song. I will always love you. I mean, that is my jam, Joe. She was giving it to the people. She was really, she nearly vanilla'd the He's I.E. out that song. You got to give it to her. She said, you. I mean, she milli vanilla'd the mess out there. You got to give girlfriend her props. Little Bobby Christina, y'all seen how little Bobby Christina went from being a little chocolate baby to being high yellow? Like, how that happened? Who let that happen? When it happened? I'm just saying. Normally don't go like that. Go from light to dark. I'm just saying. But other than that, you know, it was a good movie. It depicts her having a miscarriage. I did not remember her having a miscarriage, but I remember I remember them mentioning it vaguely. Again, when Bodyguard came out, I was a shorty. You know what I'm saying? So I vaguely remembered that. But my auntie then was like, yeah, that did happen. I was like, man, you know, but I was a young thing, you know what I'm saying? So I don't remember that. But I do remember Bodyguard. I remember when I first seen it, and I remember falling in love with Jesus. Because when she sung Jesus Loves Me, I felt that thing down in my shondo. You understand? That's somewhere between your stomach and your soul mixed with the... Y'all ain't ready. Moving on. And so, you know, Bobby was kind of like the one telling her, don't stop, keep going. And you know, when you in any type of entertainment and you got a strong backbone like that, even though there was infidelity in the relationship, and Bobby at the end said it was between the two, but the movie only showed Bobby. So all it can only deal with Bobby's, okay? When there's infidelity in a relationship, and, you know, it's a reason why people stay together and try to stay strong together during those particular kind of times. And you now know why. You know, she was there, and he was trying to get help. And I was shocked to see that he really was trying to get help. But ain't it supposed to be drug and alcohol anonymous? I mean, please, people, the man, okay, they stars, but dang, the man was trying to get help. He can't even get help because some fool talking to the tabloids or what have you. And then who goes to rehab for 5-day check they out? Whitney. She sure did it. Yes. I mean, and she was such a free spirit. They did show that she loved to party. They showed that, you know, public eye, they tried to put this squeaky girl clean image out there. And that's not who Whitney was. She was who she was. She liked the party and she liked a little booger sugar. And that was her reality. Not saying it's right, because she was hurting. You could tell when she would talk about how really couldn't make friends and things like that. And a lot of times when people go through things, they have different outlets. It could be alcohol, it could be drugs, it could be just getting just so depressed where you don't want to, you know, move out of bed. And, you know, it's the reality. And so that's what's her reality. If I could give this movie from 1 to 5 gems, I would give it a 5, baby. This is the first time I've given a movie a 5. I give it a 5 because not only coming after the monstrosity that happened with Aaliyah's biopic, here come Whitney. And everybody was like on the edge of their seat, like, I hope they don't do Whitney wrong. I hope they don't do Whitney wrong. And they did not do Whitney wrong. Angela Bassett did well by her friend. This was a great movie. If you have not seen it, make sure to catch the encore. Check your local Lifetime listings. I'm telling you, it was worth it to watch it. It should be called Whitney and Bobby, or Bobby and Whitney. Just saying. But yeah, you know, it was real good to kind of see the journey of them together and what it took to hold that celebrity couple together all them years, and the downfalls and the ups of their relationship. So that was my review. I'm not gonna say too much of the movie because I know how that is, and you got somebody telling the whole movie to you. You really want to see it yourself. So alright, go check it out and let me know what you think down in the comment section. And if you've seen the Whitney Houston's, if you seen Whitney's movie on last night, make sure, or whenever this get put up, because today is Sunday. So yeah, so when you see it, January 17th is when it premiered. So if you got a chance to see it, what you like about the movie, what stuck out to you, what did you find out that you really didn't know about Whitney and Bobby, and leave it down below. Do you think that they did Whitney justice? Let me know down in the comment section. Alright, diamonds, y'all, the toughest material on the earth, ladies, and there's none like it. Gents, you're no longer boys when you watch this channel. And to all my darlings, appreciate you, babies. Have joy, love, and be empowered in the 2015. You be blessed. How did I go away to 2013?